All right, so there's a big misconception out there, which is that if you raise your prices and then you lose customers, that it wasn't a good decision to raise your prices. And this is very prevalent in the med spa space. Obviously, med spa industry is growing, 10, 15% a year. It's getting very competitive. People feel like they need to price competitively. But here's the thing. If you were to somehow double your prices and lose half your customers, like, let's think about that for a second. That means for half the actual work you're doing, you're making the same amount of money. That is a good thing. That is what you want in a business, right? If you can do that again and again and again to the point where you have one customer and you make the same amount of money, like, that is a good thing. And so when you're calculating like whether it's actually a good decision to raise your prices or lower your prices or whatever, you need to look at the net outcome of it. You need to consider everything as far as what your hard costs are, what your per unit costs are, how much more you're making per service, and how much less you're making from drop off in customers. Because just the fact that you're losing clients does not mean that raising your prices was a bad decision. In fact, most times it's a good decision.